All right, sorry about that. Just a few minutes late here today, but it's 8:05. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a nice night. I'm fired up. We've got a fun stream here tonight. This should be a lot of fun. Tonight, we're getting back to the basics, back to football. We are going to be trying the new Madden 26, just coming out. I don't know, maybe a week ago. I've not gotten the full game yet, but I have the 10-hour free trial thanks to EA Play, so we're going to try that game out, react to some player ratings, maybe get a few games in online, and it's football season. There's football going on. Week 1 of the preseason in the books. Got some things to talk about. Very fun watching, real live football again. It's preseason, right? There's only so much you can take away from it, but there is some stuff you could take away from it. Hey, we'll get into that in a little bit, though. How about the Panthers, though? That's what I'll say. Everyone talking about Shedeur this and Shedeur that, and there's some nice plays, but I was more locked in on Teteroa McMillan. Real ones were watching Teteroa McMillan in that game. But anyways, we'll get to Panthers talking a little bit. You guys know the drill. If you're in here, feel free to say hello in chat. Looks like we got 5 people in here already. We got Caden and Jack in here. What's going on, guys? Good to have you in here. Glad that you're spending your Wednesday night here with me and not the New Heights podcast, which I checked had over 1 million viewers at one point. The live debut of the Kelseys and Taylor Swift podcast. Good Lord, just imagine the super chats. That is ridiculous. But we'll see if we can come even close to that here tonight. We are going up against the titan of football media, but we're going to see what we can do to hang in there. But Jack saying, what up? I'm doing well. I'm excited to try this Madden game out. I'm excited to talk about some of these ratings. I know this was something that's been requested a little bit. People have wanted me to go into the Madden ratings. I know, sometimes things can get a little silly with it, right? At the end of the day, Madden ratings, it's just part of a game. But they're fun to talk about. And I feel like we had some good conversations from the top 10 stream a few weeks ago. So we're going to get some of those similar conversations. Again, I'll just be going through the rosters just a little bit. I don't know, just being like, oh, wow, that's pretty high for so-and-so. Or, oh, that's kind of low for so-and-so. I might give some of my own ratings, be a ratings adjuster, if you will. And then we'll hop into a few games. But we got Ron, Kirakat, and Game Solved filing in here too. That's awesome. Good afternoon. My goodness. Good evening to you guys. Welcome back, Kirakat, by the way. It has been a minute since I've seen you in here, but nice to have a Broncos representative back in here, right? Been saying a lot of good things about the Broncos this offseason. And in a few weeks, when we get to my season's prediction stream, we're going to have some fun Broncos conversations. I really like what Denver's cooking right now. I feel like that's a pretty popular opinion, but big bad Broncos, they're coming. They're coming. Ron is saying some guy kicked a 70-yarder. Yep, Cam Beast Little. That's right. Jerry Jones fumbling Micah, and the Steelers overpaid for AA Ron. Yeah, man. Jerry, man. What else could I say, right? Put him in a home. Get ready to learn nursing home, buddy. Sorry. That man needs to take a step back from team operations. That's what I'll say. But Game Solved is asking which Madden game mode is my favorite. I really like franchise. I know that's kind of a controversial mode in that EA doesn't always go as in depth with it. Although I will say I played franchise in 25 a lot this past year. And I think the big thing for me was 25 was my first next-gen Madden, the first Madden that I played on this generation of console. Before that, I had played 20 and 21. I had a whole streak where I hadn't bought any Maddens, and I was super proud of it. And then I caved and bought 25 back in January. And I got to say, I played an unholy amount of it. But I'm sure if you played 24, then 25 is nothing special. But for me, who hadn't played since 21, I was like, oh my gosh, you can hire coordinators? That's crazy. This is groundbreaking. And it seems at least from what I've seen, EA actually put in some new stuff here in 26. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, their exclusive license with the NFL is expiring soon, so they had to lock in for a year and make sure they could get it back. But I haven't bought the full game yet, obviously. I do have the 10-hour free trial, though, so I have access to everything. But we're probably just going to play some Play Now games, some online Play Now games. I like doing those, too. I know they can get a little funky because they're only 3-minute quarters, and I don't know. I don't mind how they go quick, but you only get a few possessions. I'm not the biggest fan of that necessarily, but I prefer playing against real people to playing against a CPU. I don't mind playing the CPU, but I would much rather play against a human. But yeah, that Cam Little kick was pretty sick, though. It's such a shame it's technically not going to go in the record books, right? I mean, preseason or not, he drilled that thing. That was pretty sick. Oh, of course. No problem, Jack. Yeah. Happy belated birthday to Jack. It was his birthday yesterday. Yeah, that's awesome. Shout out Jack, the Instagram birthday post. Caden saying Bo Nix MVP. So long story short, and I might get into this a little bit later. Let's just say that I actually have some words that I've written about Bo Nix that will be getting published online. And it's not even necessarily a bad thing. I know we've had the whole Bo Nix debate. I'm not saying that I'm preying on Bo Nix's downfall, but I found some numbers that I think back up what I truly believe. I think I've finally been able to truthfully articulate my Bo Nix take, and hopefully, a few paragraphs of that will help the agenda a little bit. But we'll save that for later. That's what I'll say. There's a lot of layers to what's going on with that right now. That might sound a little cryptic and confusing. We're chill, but something has happened within like the past hour or so. But we got Dark Elixir in here too. Welcome, Dark Elixir. Good to have you in here. Yeah, I'm doing well. Football is back, man. It was so nice to boot up NFL Pro and have like fresh all 22 to look at. It was so nice to turn on my TV this past weekend and just see football in the TV guide. Again, it's preseason, but I got to watch the Vikings play. I got to watch JJ McCarthy play for the first time in a year. That was awesome. I got to watch Bryce Young throw some beauties to Tedero McMillan. I got to crunch some Kyle Williams all 22. I got to watch Donovan Ezaraku, a guy I'm kind of excited about. So it's nice to see some of these rookies, some of these guys on new teams. Some guys weren't playing, but we get to learn at least a little bit, right? We get to learn bits and pieces. Ryan Asty's in here too. Hashtag Go Bucks. Hashtag Go Bucks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pear Champ's looking forward to the fantasy draft. Welcome, Pear Champ. Me too. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait for that. I think that league is going to be so much fun. I actually did some fantasy mock drafts yesterday. I did just a few, but I've got my list of guys that I want. At the end of the day, you got to play the board, see how it falls to you, but there's some people I want in certain rounds. That's what I'll say. And anyone who's been following this channel for a while might have a decent idea of like some of these guys that I have in mind. Draft Champions. That's a great mode right there. That is a great mode. I miss Draft Champions. I think they're like kind of bringing it back, but not really. I don't know. I haven't been too tapped in with that, but peak Draft Champions, man, when they first put it in Madden 16, I played that so much. It was just so nice to try all these different MUT cards that you normally wouldn't be able to get unless you grabbed the credit card, the games went quick. You flew through it. If you actually won all four, you felt pretty accomplished. You got decent rewards for it. And then in 18, I think it was gone. Like, it only lasted a couple years, which was kind of bonkers. I know they had Superstar KO and all that, but what can you do? What can you do? Oh, yeah. Ryan Asty, I believe hopefully I pulled this off correctly. I believe I sent you a link, Ryan Asty, in Discord. I believe, unless I'm mistaken, but I believe I sent you a link. That's what hopefully, unless I screwed up, but no, not my credit card. It was my mom's credit card. Let's be real. Welcome, Eagle Eyes, too. Good to have you back in here. No, well, we might get some Giants talk in today. It's been something you've been keeping a pulse on, which I respect that. You got to be the person to calm me down from like actually picking the Giants to make the playoffs. I will say, you want a preseason reaction, though. Oh, Abdul Carter. Oh, Lord, he's coming. That defensive line. Oh, Lord, they're coming. Look out. Save the women and the children. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that is going to be bonkers. That is going to be bonkers. All right. Let's get into the main event. 13 people now. Not bad. 14. Not bad. See, we're coming for new heights. All right. Let's switch over. We're going to boot up Madden. First, we're going to have some ratings talk. Then we might try and play a few games. And while we're at it, talk a little preseason. You guys are always welcome to just send whatever in chat. I'll try and break stuff down as I see. I could give my Vikings preseason takes in a little bit too, because I was really interested to see how J.J. McCarthy would do. I thought he was fine. I thought he was all right. But I just saw your friend request. There we go. Perfect. Well, I will try and iron out a little bit more later. I am a bit of a Discord noob, but I'll try and iron things out a little bit. I have your name down, Ryan Nasty. That's what I'll say. Dark Elixir is excited for the Saints this year. Yeah, I mean, hey, low expectations, right? There's something to be said about like just going in and you don't really have to worry about stuff, right? Now, obviously, I'm not saying that it's secretly fun to be bad, but there's something to be said about like if your young right guard looks good, you're like, let's go. This season was a success. If Spencer Rattler goofballs his way into like a few wins, you're like, oh, that was kind of fun. So there is something to be said about that. I did not mean to hit download rosters, but we're going to be taking a look at some of the ratings here. We're going to try and go team by team, just look at some of the top guys. And I don't know, I might adjust a few ratings. Since my favorite team is set to the Minnesota Vikings, I guess that's just where we're going to start. I guess if we really have to, let's just start with the Minnesota Vikings. The way that Caden and I had discussed attacking this was kind of looking at maybe the top 3 guys on each team, seeing if there's some guys that I wanted to move around, and then if there's anything else that caught my eye, just kind of going from there. But Justin Jefferson, Christian Darrisaw, TJ Hawkinson being the top 3. Hawkinson being an 88 is a little bit surprising. I honestly do think he's that good, but he was hurt last year, so I could have understood if maybe he had a little bit of a decrease. Jonathan Allen and Harrison Smith as an 88. I'll be honest, I don't know about that. I don't think either of those guys are better than Grenard at this point. I would honestly probably have Jonathan Grenard as the 3rd best player on the Vikings. I'd probably have Grenard at like an 89. And then Allen might be like an 84, 83. Hawkinson, I don't mind keeping it at an 88 though, but Grenard at an 85 seems a little low. I know Ginky at 83 has been a little controversial amongst Vikings fans. That does seem a little low. I mean, he was like 2nd team All-Pro last year, but he is kind of a weird, funky player that Flores really needs to cook with. I might say more like 85, 86, but I don't think 83 is criminal. And this is what I've been saying about the Vikings defense, right? There's a lot of like B+ type of guys on there. Byron Murphy. I don't know if 85 is high. 85 seems appropriate for him, but Jefferson at 99, valid. Those that follow me on Twitter might have seen my response to the whole Jefferson versus Chase debate that's been going on there the past few days. I have no issue with Jefferson and Chase both being a 99, but I know who my pick is for who's the better receiver. Brian Nasty saying it's Naylor season. For the first few weeks it is. Which, oh boy. Let's see. What's his rating? 74? Yeah. And of course, Rondale Moore's hurt now too. Ty Felton's a 71. Yeah, Addison, for those that might have not seen it, got his suspension this past week. 3 games. I mean, he did what he did, right? He's gotta get some sort of punishment for that. You can't be doing that. Obviously, like, for the Vikings, it sucks, dude. Like, it really does. Like, we're going to be pretty thin at receiver now the first 3 weeks. I'm not the biggest Jalen Naylor fan, to be completely honest with you. Jefferson is going to see some ridiculous, like, triple teams these first 3 weeks. I think a lot of it is going to be on TJ Hawkinson, but you know what, man? I mean, that's, like, you just can't be doing dumb stuff like that, man. You just, especially, like, considering that one of his teammates literally died from a drunk driver. It's like, dude, you can't. I'm just like, it's inexcusable. So obviously, like, I respect the decision. Just from a pure football standpoint, that does actually kind of suck for the Vikings, though, being down to receiver now. And yeah, but we'll see about the Rashee Rice suspension too. That's something I'm very interested to see how many games he gets for that, because it's like so stupid to like compare the two, but he did get a much bigger charge in court. And so, like, from precedent, usually you'd be looking at, like, what, 6 games for something like that? But we'll see. The NFL hasn't made a decision on that, and that would be a big loss for the Chiefs, too. That would be a really big loss. Yeah, Addison, it was a DUI. I think technically, and I might be wrong, It wasn't drunk driving. If I'm not mistaken, he was driving while high, which obviously isn't good either, right? He fell asleep at the wheel in front of LAX and like was blocking the entry or something like that. Like either way, DUI or like any sort of driving while intoxicated. I mean, you don't need me to tell you this, right? But like, yeah, it was tough. Rice should be 6 games. Yeah. Yeah, and then he did like the 140 mile per hour. He was like saving his dog when he was sick. It's like, okay, I don't know. I'm not sure about that, to be honest. So I don't know. But anyways, enough of a soapbox there. A little bit of Vikings talk. Let's look at the Bears ratings. Joe Thuney highest. I get that. Jalen Johnson. DJ Moore at an 86. He's talented. It's going to be a very interesting season for him. Jalen Johnson, I would almost argue, should be higher than Thuney, I think. And Tooney's pretty good, but I don't know. If like Jalen Johnson was at a 93, I really wouldn't bat an eye. Brisker's really good. Just worry about his health a little bit. Montez Sweat at 81. That's a little low for me. Darnell Wright at 80. Also maybe a little low. But okay, I feel like they did an all right job with the Bears here. DeAndre Swift low-key should be like a 71. I don't know. Not a big Swift fan, but they did an all right job with the Bears. Pearchamp was saying, speaking of Swift, that should get Sabrina Carpenter on stream. Dude, that'd be crazy. Sabrina Carpenter announces her new album on the Pigskin pregame. Oh, could you imagine? Get Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, Chappell Roan. We'll get Twice and New Jeans in there. Blackpink, Ariana Grande. We're going to get all of the pop girls on Dr. Pigskin, and we're going to unite all the stands, and I'm going to break the record, and I'm going to have 2 million on my stream. Or something like that. I don't know. Just an idea. See, I'm not that far off from new heights. I'm like only 1 million away. Someone got nailed for PEDs, Sebastian is saying. Also, I completely missed your "the party don't start till I walk in" comment. That's sick. With the fire emoji, too. The party has indeed started now that Sebastian and Wolf are in here, too. I don't remember who got nailed for PEDs. Was it this offseason? I'm trying to think of who it could have been. I know there's been a few recently. There's been a few, like, the past few years that have gotten nailed for PEDs. But NFL should just take away players' driver's license. For real, dude. I mean, like, honestly, if you just, like, if someone set up a rideshare service exclusively for, like, athletes, that would be a crazy business idea, right? Because these guys have money to, like, call a ride. But if you want to get, like, super nice cars and, like, something more catered to the luxury lifestyle, right? I don't know. I feel like there might be potential there. Maybe all of us can go in on this together. A rideshare service for athletes, because it is crazy, man. It is crazy. All right. Bengals time. Jamar Chase at a 99. I get that. Someone in chat, Sebastian was saying Jefferson over Chase easy. Bang. I agree. But I have no issue with them both being a 99. But if I had to pick one, obviously it's the Viking. But I mean, yeah, Chase won the Triple Crown last year. Finished second Offensive Player of the Year. Unbelievable player. Burrow at 97. Burrow at a 97 I don't have an issue with. But I think if we went through the top-rated quarterbacks in this game, I might have an issue with one of the names that he's over. We'll get into that maybe. Hendrickson at a 92. That almost feels a little low. I mean, he's had the most sacks in the NFL over the past 2 years. Again, maybe he's not like a beast against the run, but he's a really good pass rusher. I get that. Higgins at 87, and then, I mean, that's the state of the Bengals, right? You've got 4 sick players, and then things kind of go downhill from there. That seems legit. Bills. Allen, 99. Sure, he was the MVP. Sure, I get that. Deion Dawkins at a 91. Look at that. Look at the Bills' offensive line getting some love. I would almost want to put Spencer Brown up at like 92. Spencer Brown, I would say, is like just as good as Deion Dawkins. I wouldn't hate that one bit. Cook at 89. Okay, fine. If I wanted to be nitpicky, I might say like 87 or 86, but turned into a good player. Rousseau at 88. Benford at 85. I would probably swap those, honestly. I think Benford's a little low. It broke my heart when Christian Benford didn't make the ESPN exec list for top 10 corners or whatever. He had such a good year last year, and he's turned into such a good player. 85 seems a little low for me. He's one of the best man corners in the NFL. What's his man rating at? I might have to go a while. Someone was saying they didn't know. Oh, you don't know all the pop girlies? Dude, pop is up right now. I'm telling you. Pop music is in good hands. 82 man for Benford. Whatever. I know the Bills run a lot of zone, but when Benford is in man, he's been pretty good. Good press corner too, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, there's the goat Shakir at 82. But Witherspoon needs his spot. Yo, we got Jack Gothberg in here too, asking where's Phillip Rivers. Big Phil can see over the line, man. So can there's another Madden legend, Josh Allen right there. Dude, that's such a shame. There's no more Big Phil though. That is a shame. Get some Deftones on there and then I'll tune in. Real talk. This is gonna sound so stupid. Maybe I'm uncultured. I've heard of Deftones before. I could not name a single song by them. Real talk. But anyways. Witherspoon needs a spot. I guess. Yeah, that Kanye spiral was crazy. That Super Bowl ad was something else. All right, Denver Broncos. Kirikat was saying Surtain should be at 99. He should. He won Defensive Player of the Year. Best corner in the league. 99 him. Come on. We don't need to put him at the 97. Quinn Miners at 95. I love seeing that. Dare I say maybe he should be a spot or two higher, but I like that overall. Bulls at an 89. Okay, nice. Yeah, look at that offensive line. Zach Allen at an 86 seems a little bit low too. I would bump up Zach Allen. Where is Bo Nix? 79. I think that's fair. I think 79 for Bo Nix is fair. John Franklin Myers at 80. Let's go. What about 82 maybe? All right. We're doing all right so far. Myles Garrett 99 makes sense. Denzel Ward 90. Njoku 89. I mean, it's the Browns. It's the Browns. It's Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward and Njoku. It's the Browns. Sorry, Wolf. Oh, man. All NFL players get microchips, and when their BAC goes over the limit, it calls them themselves. That would be, well, I mean, there's obviously ethical concerns over chipping players, and I think that was probably said tongue-in-cheek. But if it was ethical to chip players, that might actually be a decent idea. Or, they could just be responsible. Welcome, Laywell. Good to have you in here. Let's go. How you doing, Laywell? Happy Wednesday. Playing a little Madden, talking a little preseason, talking a little ratings, and we're going to try and play some online games here in a little bit. Here we go, Ryan Asti. Get hyped. It's Bucks time. Tristan Wirfs at 96. I'll say it. He should be a 99. He should be a 99. He should be in the 99 club. Maybe the best tackle in football. Definitely the best left tackle in football. 96 is great. It's low. It's too low for him. Vita Vea at 93. I'm actually down with that now. After getting familiar with how insane of a pass rusher he's become, sure, go for it. Evans at 93? Sure, go for it. Levante might be a tad high. Sorry. Plug your ears, Buccaneers. I'm sorry. Just maybe a tad high. Bucky at an 87. Baker an 85 seems fair. I think some of these other linemen might be a little low. Look at Cody Mauk, 79, and dare I say he should be higher. He had a great year last year. He's really turned it around. He had an up and down start to his career. I was actually looking at this the other day. His rookie year, he allowed the second most pressures in the NFL by any guard, I think. But he was phenomenal last year. Rock solid in pass protection, great in the run game. I know he's like a bison, so maybe I'm gassing him up a little bit, but seriously, he was such a big part of their offensive success last year. The player that he's turned into. Really, this whole offensive line, I cannot say enough good things about this Bucs line. Man. Like, I would say, like, Ben Bredesen. Like, this is such a dorky thing to be invested in. Ben Bredesen at a 69 is terrible. I'm sorry. Honestly, this is, like, such, like, football hipster nerd or whatever. Ben Bredesen should not be a 69 overall. I'm sorry. Like, he should at least be, like, an 82. He was awesome for them last year. Ben Bredesen was fantastic. He was a phenomenal signing for the Bucks. Graham Barton being a little low, I get that. He was a little up and down, and, you know, he's moved around the interior a little bit, but I'm sorry. This is, like, probably the worst rating I've seen so far, which, again, is, like, so dumb. Like, who cares about Ben Bredesen's Madden rating? But come on, EA. Game invalidated. All right, let's catch up with chat, and then we'll look at the Cardinals. A team that I kind of like a little bit. Team that I kind of like. We got a Go Gophers in chat from Gothberg. Oh, yeah. Sky Ma. Finally learned how to say that correctly. Sebastian heard about the North Dakotan Independence Militia, and he thinks that it's super dope and always nice to see today's young people fighting for a good cause. Good luck on my ground offensive in South Dakota. I was about to say, I was like, I have not been tapped into the North Dakota news because I did not know there was a militia of sorts. I wonder if that's a joke. If, like, we're attacking South Dakota or whatever. But it was like, I saw that. I was like, oh, wow. Like, look at North Dakota. Or maybe there is actually an independence militia and I just don't know about that, right? Like, I'm not in North Dakota. I'm not in the 701 anymore, you know? It's passing me by a little bit. It's crazy. I'm no longer valid in North Dakota. Dr. Pigskin Koi no Yoken stream when? I think I might have got that right. Njoku's been overrated on this game for years. I like Njoku. Maybe 89 is a tad high, but I think he's a good player. I think he's a really good player. Was I quick to agree or something? Oh, was the Bo Nix maybe? The 79? Me playing Madden online is honestly a mixed bag. Like, there have been times where I've just gotten absolutely embarrassed, and people will have their game chat on too, so I can just hear them, like, talking to me the whole time, and I don't have my headset on, but, like, there was one time when I first got Madden this past January. I was playing an online game against the Ravens, and this dude just, like, he called out every single one of my blitzes. He was telling me when I had to throw the ball, and yeah, he just killed me. Oh, yeah, Sebastian has never made a joke in chat ever. Sebastian has never made a joke comment that has gotten the most thumbs up on a video ever. The Dakota Unification War. All right, here we go. Arizona Cardinals. Trey McBride being their highest rated player? Valid. Legit. I get it. Fantastic tight end. Dare I say sleeper all-pro candidate this year. Really like him. Great looking player. Buda Baker at 92. I can get down with that. Still hanging in there. Still a thumper in the run game. And then Josh Sweat, James Conner, both at 85. Yeah, Sweat was a slept-on signing for me. I think 85 is pretty fair, right? He's not a superstar, although I see, like, the irony in that he's got the superstar label. But you know what I mean. He's not, like, ever going to make an all-pro team. But he is a good B-plus type of guy that should really help raise the floor on this defense a little bit. Calais Campbell at an 82, that makes me happy. He was so good for the Dolphins last year. If he could play at that level for, like, one more year, that is honestly a great signing for the Cardinals. But, oh, look at Yelder Frohold at an 80. Bump him up a few spots. Kyler at a 79. He has been a little inconsistent. I get maybe having him a little bit lower. 79. Is he really only that much better than Michael Wilson, you know? No. Come on. What are we doing? All right. The Chargers. Oh, breaks my heart. Rashawn Slater out for the year now, right? Suffered an injury in practice. Such a bummer, because that is like what makes this Chargers team so appealing is they have these bookend tackles, these two franchise tackles, but now it's going to be Joe Alt sliding over to left tackle. 82 seems almost a little low for him. Like, he's like, are Joe Alt and Najee Harris even? No, I don't think so. Conk at an 84. He'll be higher next year. Trust me. Herbert at an 86, that seems a little low. But overall, okay. Chargers aren't stacked. They've got some good players, but this is like, I don't know. They sneaky kind of had a bad offseason, I think. I don't know. They're an interesting team that I can't wait to talk about here in September. That's what I'll say. Dark Elixir is asking if Calais is a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. He says yes. I could see the argument. Yeah, he had a really good peak, I would say, with Jacksonville. Like, that Saxonville year, he could have won Defensive Player of the Year. He was a baller that season. He has the longevity. He has the stats. I'll say yes. Yeah, he's been a great player for a really long time. Won a Walter Payton Man of the Year award. You can say that doesn't count. I think it should, right? You have to factor in, like, impact on the game, too. I think for something like the Hall of Fame, I could get down with that. If I'm going to say Cam Hayward's a Hall of Famer, we'll say Calais Campbell's a Hall of Famer, too. I could get down with that. But yeah, Kyler at a 79 does seem a little bit low. Yeah, especially for a starting QB, yeah. Jack is saying if I play him, then I'll do the embarrassing. I got to emphasize, that's Jack, not Jack Gothberg, who said that, because Jack Gothberg has embarrassed me many times in this game. But hey, we'll always have Rhett Ellison. We'll always have Rhett Ellison. Just got a $24 tip. Let's go. Let's go, Wolf. Shout out, Wolf. Gotta love a $24 tip. Mahomes at a 95. You know, I've been Mr. Are we sure he's the best quarterback? He should be even with Burrow at least, right? If Burrow's a 97, Mahomes I don't think should be a 95. Like, I would almost swap Chris Jones and Mahomes here, as nitpicky as that is. I would say maybe Mahomes 97, Chris Jones 95. And then McDuffie, Creed at 94 I get. Oh, I don't know about this. Slight New Heights bump, maybe? Slight T-Swift bump, maybe? Oh, I don't know about that. How about 83? How about 83? That seems a little bit better. That seems a little bit better. Did I miss an important comment from Caden? Well, I saw 3 dots. Oh, knee. Oh, like, is that what you meant? Is that what you meant by that? Because if so, please, Jack, we could really use it. Yo, thank you, Mr. Cozy. I appreciate that. Best stream on YouTube right now? Let's go. Take that, Kelsey Brothers. Thank you, Mr. Cozy. That's awesome. Or maybe it's Kazi. The extra Z's. But, enough of the Chiefs. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, especially like the Super Bowl dude. Like, he was just not moving the same out there. How about the Colts? The team from last year that I liked so much. And you catered to say no, it was not that. I'm sure you appreciated seeing that though, right? Let's go, Laywell. Let's go. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Fired up. You know, funny you say that, Dark Elixir. We'll get to that in a little bit. I'm starting to get there, actually, a little bit. I know I've been, like, caping for the Chiefs for a few years now. We'll see. I'm interested to see how this year goes for them. Oh, yeah, sorry, Laywell. It's not you. It's not you. I'm just a little bored of them, I think. But this could be an interesting season for them. Maybe they evolve a little bit. Here are the Colts, who do, in fact, exist. Quentin Nelson as their best player, yeah. Jonathan Taylor at an 88, I would say, almost seems a little bit low. He's quietly been fantastic. And you've got Kenny Moore, DeForest Buckner at an 88 too. Charvarius Ward at an 87. How about Bernard Raymond? He's really turned it around. He had a rough start to his career, but he's really turned into a nice player. Grover Stewart, underrated. 87, 88 maybe. Oh, I miss you. Joshy is too low. Joshy is too low. Gotta be higher. Joshy should be an 86. Call me crazy. I like Josh Downs. Oh, I actually did not see that. 701 Savages. Savage. Shout out Brayton. Don't say my name. If you know, you know. There might be like 3 people watching this right now that know what I'm talking about. I'm sure the other 18 people love when I just go off on some Fargo tangent that only a small handful of people understand. I'm sure everyone else loves that. Movie. Oh, man. Go off an indie king. I'll miss you too. Yeah, I'm glad someone in chat pointed that out. I'm sorry. Again, like, same with Lavonte David, right? Like, this dude is a legend, Hall of Famer. Like, what is it with Bobby Wagner, like, specifically, just getting such an insane bump in everything? This man was a second-team All-Pro last year. He's always clocking in on the NFL Top 100. He's still a 91 in Madden. Like 83 is perfectly reasonable. This is his 13th season in the NFL. Like, it's okay if he declines a little bit, right? He's not even a bad player. Like, is he a slight liability in coverage? Yeah, but like, he still fits the run pretty well. You can still blitz him a little bit. He still has a purpose. He's still a good player. He does not need to be a 91 though, right? I mean, like, what's his coverage rating? Again, we're getting into like super nitpicky, like, I'm smarter than EA. Okay, 65 is honestly maybe a little fair, but I don't know. 91 just seems a bit rich, but Sam Cosmi at 87. I like seeing that. Hopefully he can come back pretty early on in the season. He was a great player for him last year. Lattimore at 86, I don't know. We saw him kind of get worked by some of the top receivers in the league this past year. I don't know. Mr. Cozy is stoked about the new positions. Me too. I've been asking for this for years. They finally have Edges and Mikes and Sams and Wills. It's so nice, dude. Like, it's so nice. That is one of my favorite things that EA has done in a long time, and it's such a simple fix, and it's so dumb how it took them this long, but I appreciate it. Terry at a 94. I like Terry a lot. 94 seems a little high. I might say like 90. Tunzel at 94, whatever. Not coming off his best season, but I'm fine with 94. Jaden, I would almost put Jaden a few spots higher. I don't know about Debo and Von Miller being 83s, especially Von Miller. I mean, I guess he had a few sacks last year, but I don't know, man. How do we feel about Von Miller in year 14? Do we feel an 83 overall? I don't know. Like, he should not be 3 overall higher than Frankie Louvu. Frankie Louvu should probably be one of the 5 highest rated players on this team, honestly. But we're the Cowboys. We're making progress. We might only get like 1 game in. We'll see. Parsons should be a 99, I think. Not if you really want to split hairs and put up in a 98, whatever. I think he should be a 99. I think, without spoiling too much, I think he might win some hardware this year. Provided that, you know, Jerry wakes up a little bit. CD 95, cool. Tyler Smith should be higher. Tyler Smith should be like a 93, honestly. We got a kicker, Brandon Aubrey. A down year for him, but like obviously still a very good kicker. But maybe Cam Little's coming for his chain a little bit. Bland at an 87. I mean, he was injured a lot last year. I wouldn't be shocked if that went down a little bit. I wouldn't be shocked if he was down with Diggs at 84. And this man's going to be higher. I promise you. This man is going to be higher. This man, give it a few weeks. They'll have an update. He's going to be up at an 89. Believe. Dak 4 MVP. If you know, you know. Oh, that's a throwback right there. Dak 4 MVP. Not good for the Giants arc. Oh, don't you worry. We'll get to the Giants and we'll be boosting some Giants ratings. Oh, Madden 20 Vaughn. I have nightmares to this day about Madden 20 Von Miller and Ezekiel Elliott and Marquise Goodwin and AJ Green and John Ross and Phillip Rivers and all those little demons that tortured me for years on end. Oh my. Marquise Goodwin broke me, dude. Phillip Rivers' scramble with the Bengals broke me, honestly. That was what really broke me. But there's a Quebec joke. The superstar symbol looks almost exactly like the Air Transat logo. Really? A little bit of Quebec lore right there. Let's go. North Dakota independence movement would never go anywhere without my patriotism. Jack sticking up for Wagner a little bit. I get that. Seahawks legend. You got to stick up for your guy. I get that. Tyreek at a 95. We'll see. We'll see where that is a year from now. Zach Sealer, too low. Give me like an 88 for Zach Sealer. Other than that, I don't know. This seems pretty fair. Oh, Jordan Brooks at an 80. Wasn't he like an 83 last year? How did he go down? Jordan Brooks is honestly like probably the second best player on the Dolphins, honestly. Jordan Brooks at an 80 is ridiculous. He should be a 90. He is a fantastic player. He also was left off that ESPN top 10 list, right? Now I had him at linebacker 4. Great player. Great player. Man, could you imagine if he would have stuck around in Seattle? Mike McDonald had him. 299s for the Eagles. And yeah, sure. I mean, it's Saquon and it's Lane. Two of the best of the league. Two of the best at their positions. Yeah. You know, if you want to pick for a protector of the year, could totally be Lane this year, right? Mailata at 96. I would almost say like A.J. Brown should be higher too. You know, I mean, this team is just so loaded. Bond is an 88. Like, you could even say like maybe he should be a 90, you know? Quinion and Cooper DeJean could be a little bit higher. Yeah, this team is ridiculous. This team is loaded. Cam Jurgens is a little low. 76. Oh, he should be a little higher. What happened to Bradley Chubb? He was hurt last year. He hasn't played a lot recently. What's his rating? He's a 79. He could maybe get a little bit higher if he has a good season. It is fair to be a little skeptical of him, though. He's 29. He just had so many injuries. He's had a solid career, but not to pile on the Dolphins too much. That was kind of a rough investment for him. Whether the chances that the Dolphins have a top 5 pick, I could see it, honestly, dude. Like, especially if Tua gets hurt again. I still could see a world where, like, the bottom falls out for this team this year. I mean, like, yeah. Yeah. Storm Duck might be starting, like, legitimately. Like, if you look at their depth chart right now, Storm Duck is listed as a starter. Storm Duck might be starting. I'm not kidding. All right, let's talk about the Falcons. They got to be right. Only team with 299s. They might be like the only team in Madden history with 299s. I don't know if that's true or not, but yo, Brent is back in chat. Let's go. Welcome back, Brent. Want some football manager content, right? Take Darlington FC from EFL North South League to winning the UEFA Champions League. That would actually be sick. I've never played football manager before, but I know that game just gets so in depth. It's like the ultimate franchise mode, but for soccer or football, if you will, right? Dude, I know some people go crazy hard at football manager. That might be a fun off-season stream for next year. Play a little football manager and ball talk. Oh, I suppose Mahomes and Kelsey, that makes sense. Yeah. Jesse Bates should have never left the Bengals. Yeah, well, I mean, this is the Bengals we're talking about, right? No, we're not going to pay you. Get lost. I mean, that is honestly like what started the downfall of their defense, was losing Jesse Bates. And then you lose DJ Reader, and it's like, well, crap. All of our good players are gone. But Bates at a 95 I like. Lindstrom 94. Bajan should be higher. Put Bajan at a 95, honestly. I would say London should be higher, too. Most of everything else, though, I agree with. Where's Penix at, just out of curiosity? Holy crap, he's kind of down there. 74. Could definitely get higher. I don't know. What's his throw accuracy? What's his accuracy? I don't know why I'm whispering. Oh, it's almost a little high. And his throw power is too low. He should not have 92 throw power. His throw power should be higher. I'd say his accuracy should be a little lower. Sorry, I've been so mean to Penix, but like he's only one better than Kirk. That's kind of crazy. Or maybe he's not. But oh, the Falcons. 49ers, Kittle at a 98. Yeah, you could honestly argue 99. I'm glad he's higher than Kelsey, though. There's your guy right there, Jack. Fred Warner, 97. Trent at a 97, too. He's a little bit older, but he's still good. Bosa, 95. We'll see about CMC. But overall, I can get down with most of these ratings, I'd say. Again, pretty top-heavy team, honestly. Oh, Gosberg, look who it is. It's the Beast himself. It's one of the NFL's best-kept secrets. He's so good, I promise. I swear he's going to get 8 sacks this year. He's back with Robert Saleh. He's going to be good. That's awesome. Let's go. Let's go. Low-key, maybe this is the team with Dr. Pigskin, the Giants. Maybe this is the team with Dr. Pigskin right here. Let's go, G-Men. Dexter Lawrence, he should be a 99. I'll say it. Thomas, 88 seems a little fair. He's had some injury problems, but a really good player. Neighbors, I think, should be higher. Neighbors should be like a 92. Burns, Akiraki, Holland should be higher. I think Adebo should be higher. Abdul Carter being 81 as a rookie seems fair, but oh, Lord, he's coming. Oh, Lord, he's coming. He's coming. Drew Phillips should be higher. He should be like an 84. Yeah. Deontay Banks, we'll see. It might be over for him. But maybe he finally breaks out this year. Let's go. Huff sucks. Oh, man. Stop talking so loud. Penix might hear me. Here's another team that I've had some dangerous thoughts about recently. Okay, this is ridiculous. 84 is ridiculous. Should be like a 93, honestly. He was so good last year. And I love Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is not equal with Brian Thomas Jr., at least for right now. We'll see. But Devin Lloyd at an 85, he's gotten a little bit better. I don't know about it. Lucan at 87. This beast should be higher. This beast should be like an 86, 87. I was right about him at least. Where's Trevor at? Wait, where's Trevor at? We cannot be getting this type of PR. He's better. I promise he's better. We gotta step up. Also, Josh Hines Allen is not their best player. I don't know. He's good. I think his 17 sack season was a little bit of a misleading season. Honestly, I think Trayvon Walker is better than Josh Hines Allen straight up. But the Jets. Why does it have only a cornerback next to Travis? I don't know. I'm assuming he's eligible at both positions, right? And I was actually speculating. I think it was during the draft stream with the Fargo fellas. I was like, what is Travis Hunter's Madden classification going to be? That is interesting that they show corner and not receiver. I was really hoping it'd show wide receiver / corner, like it'd show 2 right in this column, because we've never seen that before. That would be so sick, right? Give him special treatment, because he is special. James Gladstone was right. He's going to change humanity. But I don't know. What can you do, right? There's only so much they can do, I guess. But Trevor Lawrence slander. No, that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. He's good. He is good. Comeback player of the year, I could get down with that. Oh, yeah. Mr. Dolphins comment. Oh, I know exactly what I want to do with the Jaguars. You know it. You know it. Oh, man. The Dolphins were a good franchise under Don Shula. Looking to some NFL history on Pro Football Reference recently, and it really emphasized that the Dolphins have done nothing since the turn of the millennium. Yeah, they have do they have the longest playoff win drought in football? I think, right? They have the longest drought without winning a playoff game, if I'm not mistaken. It really has been tough times for Miami, right? I mean, they were the premier franchise in the NFL back in like the 70s, but just have not quite been able to fully piece things together. They've put together some good teams, but never really quite been in that top tier. Yeah. T-Law can't win in close games. I mean, hey, he did play a big role in one of the biggest NFL comebacks ever. I will say, he's not perfect. But don't worry. This year it's going to be good. I didn't even want to say it because I didn't want to turn this into a war. I'm sorry. Straight up. In my honest opinion, gun to my head, I do not think that Bo Nix is a better player than Trevor Lawrence. Certainly not by like 4 points or whatever. But I don't know. If the NFL had relegation, the Jets would be the first to suffer. Yeah, they. Yeah. Yeah, we got some Madden 99s lures. Yeah, I remember we did the Madden 99 quiz last year. That was a lot of fun. Ray Lewis, Jonathan Ogden. Oh, we're talking about multiple 99s. That's sick. Bob Sanders. Any of y'all see the Brett Coleman Bob Sanders video? That was fire. That was a great video. All right, let's get to the Jets. Sauce at a 94. They dinged him a little bit for having a down year. I get that. A down year for him is like 94. That's fair. Quinnen, I think, 91 is maybe fair. I might almost say a point or two higher. And then you got Garrett and Breece Hall, who low-key might be on the way out. That's been the rumor. Some cryptic tweets from Breece Hall. Braylon Allen looking pretty good in preseason. That run game in general, that's another thing. You know, when I did my top 10 offensive lines article, I was actually really tempted to sneak the Jets line in there at like 10. I actually really like this Jets offensive line. I like what they're building, right? Elijah Vera Tucker. Honestly, like John Simpson's like a steady veteran, but like he's that like 82 to put things in simple terms. Like that's probably where he'll stay. Vera Tucker, 84 seems fair, but like he's good. He's versatile. He can play at tackle. I actually kind of like Joe Tippmann. I got put on him a little bit a few months ago. I started watching him a little bit more. He's good in the run game, man. He is honestly one of the better run blocking centers in the NFL. I really think so. I think this is going to be a sick run blocking unit. Membu looked pretty good in preseason. And then we'll see about Olu Fashanu too. People kind of forget about him. He was injured. This offensive line in this running game in particular is really on my radar. I'm just curious what Justin Fields is. 74, yeah. But man, they're going to run the rock this year. They are going to run the rock. Yo, there's the is that the Sporkle link? The 99? Yeah, that's awesome. Appreciate that, Caden. Let's go. Yeah, if any of you guys want to take it while I'm running through this, Caden cooked up the 99 overall quiz for every Madden ever. So if you guys want to go play that, a lot of fun. There's the link right there in chat. All right, the Lions. Here we go, Sebastian. One pride, right? One pride worldwide. Get fired up for the Lions. St. Brown and Sewell, the All-Pros at 96. Gibbs at 95. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I'm down with like all these right now. Brian Branch, I think, should be higher, though. Like, Kirby Joseph's a good player. Kirby Joseph is not better than Brian Branch. I think if you asked anyone within the Lions organization, any Lions fan, really anyone, I mean, Kirby Joseph is really good. Who's taking Kirby Joseph over Brian Branch, you know? Goff at 87, cool, right? Okay, yeah. Laporte at 86. Jack Campbell's a guy that could rise up even a little bit more this year. Aleem McNeil seems a little bit low. He's had the injuries, but 83 seems low. Like, he could be flirting with a 90, honestly. I see this man in my nightmares. That's what I'll say. And they would have certainly had another 90-plus guy in Ragnow had he not retired, too. But I think we're not going to get into the Hutchinson debate again. I think 93 is perfectly fair for Aiden Hutchinson. I think that's perfectly reasonable. The Packers. There's a lot of beef with Kirby, not even just with the Vikings, with like the whole NFC North. Like I know specifically Tucker Kraft has beef with Kirby Joseph too, which, by the way, that's another guy that should be higher. Where's Zach Tom coming? 87 could be higher, but honestly, I thought EA was gonna have Zach Tom lower than that. Both Zach Tom and Elton Jenkins should be 90s. McKinney at 93, I like. Jacobs at 90, I like. Here's another guy that's going to be higher next season, I promise you. He's coming. Although, he's got the thumb thing going on now. It's like, man, just another injury, just another little wrinkle. Guys were dropping stuff in the preseason again. It's like, we really going to be doing another year of this. I am so adamant that Jordan Love is a great quarterback, though. He's honestly one of the guys I've watched the most this offseason. I've watched like a weird amount of Jordan Love this offseason. And every time I watch him, I just come away more impressed. I just think, man, This guy can really sling the rock. This guy really does a good job of hanging in the pocket. He can create when he needs to. When he plays in rhythm and in structure, he is a good quarterback, man. He really is. Again, it's so funny. I've got Vikings stuff in the background. Big Vikings fan. I love watching Jordan Love play football. It's coming sometime this decade. I mean, I'd say he already broke out, though. He's clearly established himself as a good starter, but, like, he's one of the guys, I'm not saying it's going to happen, and this doesn't happen every year, but if you were to see one guy take a leap from, like, good to, like, MVP level player, he could be one of those guys this year. I really think so. Just got to catch the football, got to stay healthy. 12-5 divisional round exit coming. Yeah, maybe. I know. All the nerds are hyping up the Packers again, and maybe it's a little unbearable. I get that, but the defense concerns me a little bit. Oh, this offense could be good. This offense could be really good. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Look at that. Michael noticed. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, Michael. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Let's go. That's awesome. How was your vacation? I can't believe I haven't even thought of that yet. Michael and Jack, how was your time in the wonderful, glorious Twin Cities? How was it watching a first-rate football organization and a baseball organization that, unfortunately, is not changing ownership? I don't know if any of you guys have seen that this morning, if any of you guys are tapped into baseball, but the Twins owners are not selling, and this is like the worst day ever for Twins fans. You know what's funny, Brent? I actually have a Winnipeg Blue Bombers pullover. I was in Winnipeg, actually. Went and saw the stadium. It wasn't in the middle of the season, so I didn't get to watch a game there. But I claimed the Blue Bombers a tiny bit. But Michael loved it. Let's go. I love hearing that. Oh, yeah. What a great area. I love the Twin Cities so much. What a great place. That's awesome. The Doty boys had fun in Minnesota. That makes me happy. Jack ain't buying the Jordan Love hype until he gets a true wide receiver one, and you don't know if Golden is built for that. That's understandable. Yeah, I can see that. I was hot and cold on Golden. Like, I see the ceiling, and I do like the way he fits in this Packers offense, but I don't think he's ever going to go for like 1,400 yards. I don't know. Jordan Love's not bad at like playing point guard, being a little bit of a distributor though, running the offense, spreading things out. You look at the Packers at the year's end, and wow, they've got 3 guys that went over 800 yards. Dude, it's so. I'm Mr. Packer. I knocked it out of the park with the food and beer Rex. Let's go. Let's go. That's awesome. That makes me so happy. Let's go. Getting litty in the capital city. Oh man. The nice thing about Love is if I go to a Packers game and sit low enough in the stands, I could catch one of his passes. Not this year. Not this year. Tucker Kraft is asking for it being in the Packers. You know what's incredible? We're on one of the most glorious franchises in the NFL, and I haven't even acknowledged it yet. How about another team of Dr. Pigskin candidate? I know I've already kind of declared one team of Dr. Pigskin. There might be like 5 or 6 this year. Keep pounding. The Carolina Panthers. Derek Brown at a 95. That is hefty, but I get it because he was an all-pro caliber player when he played in 2023, and the Panthers were a disaster without him in 2024. My goodness. Yeah. So 95 might be a tad high, but like also I would probably say 92 or 93. JC Horn at 86. If he's healthy, another healthy season could get him up higher. Taylor Moton getting some love. Here's what I'll say, though. Again, we're going to be dorky about interior offensive linemen. The best lineman on the Panthers is right here. Robert Hunt should be like a 95 straight up, dude. Robert Hunt was unbelievable last season. And I liked Damian Lewis a lot, too. He had a nice return to form, and Moton's rock solid at tackle. Like, I have no issue with these ratings. Straight up, Robert Hunt is like low-key the best player on the Panthers, and it breaks my heart to see him all the way down here. What a player he is. What a beast in the run game, man. Hey, look at the Dolphins without him last year. That line fell apart without him last year. And look at how much better the Panthers line got when they brought in him and Damian Lewis. Oh, Robert Hunt is too low. No, no. Where's Tetaroa? There he is. Oh, we might be coming for some hardware this year. Oh, man. Some of the plays with him and Bryce in preseason got me feeling nicey. That's what I'll say. That near touchdown. Oh, if only he would have held on. Like Bryce's anticipation was almost too good. You might know what you might know what play I'm talking about. Like McMillan is like not even close to being out of his break. Bryce puts it in a perfect spot. As soon as McMillan turns his head, the ball's there. He's just not ready for it. Doesn't hold on. That fade they hit early on was pretty nice, right? They hit a nice dig over the middle of the field. Oh, yeah. It's looking like a good pick. That's what I'll say. Tershawn Wharton should be higher. I love this team so much. I hope they're good this year. I love the way they're built out. And I've just always weirdly liked the Panthers. I'm a closeted cheesehead. Yeah, the Packers-Lions stream was crazy. I was out there saying, go Pack, go. Although I will say, to be fair, a Packers win would have benefited the Vikings greatly there. So there was the Vikings angle of it. But yeah, I was a shameless sellout there. Chiefs legend Turk Wharton, good player. I actually really wanted the Vikings to sign him. Yeah, I was so happy to see the Panthers get him though. Gonzo at 95, yeah. He could even end up at a 98 at this time next year. Diggs as the second best player. Christian Barmore down at 80 is crazy. I know he missed last season, but again, he was another guy that was all pro level in 2023. If Derek Brown is going to be a 95, Christian Barmore should be in that neighborhood too, honestly. Him coming back this year is going to be huge for the Patriots. There's my GOAT, Robert Spillane. Oh, dare I say 85? Bobby Wagner should not be higher than Robert Spillane. You know what I'm saying? But Carlton Davis, 85, sure. Big Milts, I would almost bump him up a few spots. He had such a good year last year. Where's Drake May at, just out of curiosity? Wow, 78. He'll be higher. He's got a real team around him. He should be a little bit higher. All right. Raiders, another team that I like. McMillan should be above 80 for that one preseason catch alone. True. So true. Laywell's casual take is he thought J.C. Horn was going to be better than Pat Surtain when they got drafted. I was there with you, actually. I love J.C. Horn so much coming out of the draft. And he has been a good player. He just hasn't been healthy, right? That's been the story of his career. Just has not been healthy. Can't accept that people can be elite when old. Just respectfully, I mean, the Eagles scored 55 on them, and they were picking on Wagner pretty hard in that game, you know? I don't know. He's not bad, but he was getting picked on. He was getting picked on a little bit. Bryce Young is overrated, Brent is saying. I don't know. I feel like right now, maybe there are some people that are a little bit too excited about him, like this guy. But also, I feel like if you asked most people, where would you put Bryce Young, where would you rank him amongst quarterbacks? He'd come in at 23, you know? And I feel like that's baking in the first few years of his career. I'm excited for him this year, though. Crosby at 96. Yeah, he was injured last year, but great player. I have no problem with 96. Bowers, 90. Colton Miller. AJ Cole, look at that. Oh, Jeremy Chin. We're going to speed through some of these now. Genty, I suppose Genty and Hunter are the highest rated rookies, right? Hunter was an 84, Genty's an 83, Geno as an 80. We know my Geno thoughts. You know, we'll pull up Cam Miller for the Bison. He doesn't even have a headshot. I was about to say, we'll see a Bison face in here at least. They didn't even give him a headshot, but horns up for Cam Miller. That's right. Tom Brady knows ball, right? Tom Brady, that was the one guy you had to say in and bring it in. Wow. Nope. Don't like that. 97 him. 97 him. 90 for Devontae is cool. 97 him. Stafford 88, I get it. Maybe you can argue is a little up and down. Also, they used an old headshot for Stafford. If I'm not mistaken, that's like a Lions photo of Stafford, is it not? There's no way that's Rams Stafford. That's like his 2019 headshot. Anyways, we're getting off topic here. We gotta play a game eventually. I'll just shout out my guy right here real quick, but no. Come on now. Come on. N'Keal Harry breakout season. Tommy Mellett. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who Tommy Mellett is. I'm getting caught as a casual here. Yeah, this seems legit. Lamar and Henry, 99, 98. Yeah. Roquan at a 94, again, down year, but similar to Sauce. And he even played a little bit better down the stretch last season. I'm more confident in him returning to form than, oh, it's over for Roquan, you know. Marlowe, I might have a little bit higher. Look at that. Mark Andrews, 91. Good player. Good player. I suppose, yeah, Bobby Wagner, yeah, he did look a little young in his picture, didn't he? Yeah. Some of the headshots they use are interesting. I think that might be Mark Andrews' combine picture, actually. Yeah. Kyle Hamilton. I'm sorry. What? No. And I'm sure Jair will be good if he's healthy this year. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? Kyle Hamilton all the way down at a 90? I don't know. Kyle Hamilton should be right behind Derrick Henry. He should be a 97. Here we go, Dark Elixir. The Saints. What a team. What a team. I would put Eric McCoy at 1, honestly. I'd have McCoy as a 93. Good player. I always forget they got Justin Reed. Olave. Yeah, I mean, honestly, most of this checks out, I would say, unfortunately. Fuaga's a name to watch, though. I kind of liked his rookie season a little bit. Here you go, Jack. Here you go. Seahawks time. Seahawks time. Spoon gets the top spot in 88. A little bit of disrespect for the Seahawks. No 90 overalls. Okay, this is ridiculous. Jack, let's storm EA for this. This is crazy. Leonard Williams at an 87. He should... And I love Derek Brown, but if Derek Brown is a 95, Leonard Williams should be right there, you know? This is crazy. He and DeMarcus Lawrence are not even, you know? Lawrence is a fine player, but come on. DeMarcus Lawrence is not better than JSN. DeMarcus Lawrence is not better than Julian Love. No, this is actually crazy. There is actually some crazy disrespect for this defense. Yeah. You could even say Spoon could be a little bit higher. I like K9 at an 88. Cup an 886. We'll see. We'll see. Let's get one FCS face in here at least. One Bison face. Gray Zabel. There we go. At least one Bison got their headshot. But yeah, that is tough. That is tough. 200 Madden rating. What is Patrick Queen's rating this year? Well, let's take a look. We're on the Steelers. Patrick Queen's an 82. I'm down with that. That's cool. He is what he is, right? He's one of those, like we talked about last week, he's one of those you go here linebackers, right? And it worked really well when the Ravens had Roquan Smith, because Roquan could just cover so much of that middle area of the field. They could just send Patrick Queen on a blitz or just have him shoot a gap in the run game. No problem. Didn't really have to worry about covering anything. Now in Pittsburgh, a little bit of a different story, and he just got picked on a little bit last year. But when he blitzes, there are a few things he is really good at. So I think 82 is fine. TJ Watt at a 96. Again, we did see Malk. I'm tripping. You're right. True. Yeah. Slipped my mind there. Sorry, Cody Malk. TJ Watt, I don't need to give my TJ Watt speech again, but yeah, this seems pretty legit, honestly. DK is maybe a tad low, but overall, pretty good job. Zach Frazier, he's a name to watch for next year's. Where is Aaron Rodgers? Okay, you're right. Let's look at Aaron Rodgers. Also, before we go to Aaron Rodgers, what year do we think this headshot is going to be from? Because there's no shot they use this year's headshot, right? It's hilarious, by the way. I hope they do. He's just looking at the camera like He looks a little weird. I'm going to say they used the headshot. I'm going to say last year with the Packers. Oh my gosh! It is a Packers headshot. That's crazy. And they have him at a 76. 76 seems a tad low for Rodgers. Obviously, he wasn't like an MVP or anything last year. I would say like 82 seems fair. That's crazy. Yeah. Is that his 2020 headshot, I think, right? Dude, that's good. Low key. Okay, Caden. Quiz idea right now. This would be so niche and stupid, but it's right up my alley. Quiz idea. If there's a way that you could like find headshots of players from random years, right? Like Aaron Rodgers' 2016 headshot, Adrian Peterson's 2009 headshot. If there's a way you could like get a collection of those and throw it in a quiz, and I have to guess what year the headshot is from, that is something I would eat up. That would make me the happiest man on planet Earth. So, if you wouldn't mind, as this channel's producer, at some point, doesn't have to be like right now, obviously, and we could discuss this more later, but I'm just going to say this now before I forget, a headshot quiz. That might be the dorkiest thing ever, but I honestly think that would be so sick. I would eat that up so much. So maybe we could discuss that later. Let's go. He's writing it down. Let's go. We appreciate you, Caden. Let's go. That's awesome. Headshot quiz. Let's talk about the Texans. Yeah, Freiermuth was pretty good too. He's turned into like a borderline top 10 tight end. Yeah, look at that. Parachamp's fired up for a headshot quiz. Why is that the best idea ever? No way, that's George Kittle's combine headshot. I know what it looks like for some weird reason. He had short hair and no beard. Derek Stingley at a 93 could be a few spots higher. Mixon at a 91 is a tad rich. And I'll fully admit I was wrong about Joe Mixon last year. I thought he was washed. He honestly ran pretty well. 91 seems still a bit much. Daniil Hunter should be maybe a little bit higher. I would say both Daniil and Will Anderson should be like 92, 93. Like right up there with Stingley. And Nico should be higher too. I'm picking up what you're throwing down, Caden, and you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Let's go. Okay. I love this guy with all my heart. What are we doing? Come on. 87 for Nick Chubb, who has oatmeal for knees? No, come on. Wait, yeah, where's CJ You're absolutely right. There is indeed been an overcorrection. That is ridiculous. You're telling me Tank Dell is a better player than CJ Stroud. You're telling me Trent Brown is a better player than CJ Stroud. You're telling me Nick Chubb is a better player than CJ Stroud? What are we doing? Oh yeah, I'm always saying CJ Stroud and Christian Kirk are even. I'm always saying that. Now, oatmeal's cool, but like, come on. Are we sure this guy can walk anymore? Like, I don't know. You know. Georgia legend. Love the guy, but come on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I suppose Browns fan. Yeah, that is tough. Seeing him on another team. When Rodgers still had color in his hair. All right, what do we have? One team left? We have one team left. The Titans. All right, look at that. And then we'll play a game. But this has been fun. I've liked this. Jeffrey Simmons at a 92. Yep. Kevin Zeitler, 91. That's maybe a tad high. I don't know. Good player. 91? I don't know. Tony Pollard, blah, 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 blah. Tavondre Sweat should maybe be higher, honestly. I got clowned on a tiny bit for saying the Vikings should draft him in the first round, but you know what? He was actually pretty good. He was actually pretty good. Yeah, let's just for funsies, let's see who's the fastest player. Worthy? Sure. Yeah. JMO, Tyreek, Cavante Turpin. Who's strong? Yeah, big Dex. Whatever. Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Let's play a game. We are going to jump into online head-to-head. You know what? Let's do competitive. Jack, I think we might have to schedule a Madden game for another time here. I've spent a lot more time on the player ratings than I thought I would. We're going to play one game here. We're just going to try out one game for size. We're going to do... Oh, see, can I do competitive? Have I not qualified for that yet? I'm going to play as the Vikings. This is my first time doing this Madden. Online head-to-head. Is it just not letting me do ranked, or is quick match ranked? Oh, I'm unranked. That's why. But Sebastian is voting for the Texans. We'll do the Vikings. How about? And then maybe in a few weeks, somewhere down the line, we'll sneak some more Madden in. Maybe during the season or something. Maybe during the season I can play some Madden, like middle of the week or something. We'll try out a different team, but we're going to do the Vikings. We're going to play with the depth chart because we're a little silly like that. Also, this is a primetime game for sure. My first choice is to kick. Can I adjust the depth chart? Or do I have to do that? Oh, okay. If I have to do that in-game, then I'm not going to do all that. But all right, we found a match quickly. Let's see how this goes. First game of Madden 26 after yapping about Ratings. I don't know why. Oh, Lord, we're playing the Eagles. Getting upset about Ben Bredesen and Robert Hunt. All right. We're just going to go with the bread and butter depth chart. We're not going to waste all that time pausing. It's 4-minute quarters now. Okay, that's nice. See, they bumped it up to 4 minutes. I felt like 3 minutes was a little too short last year. I think it was 3 minutes in college football, too. So, okay, I can get down with them bumping it up. Let's see how gameplay is different from 25 to 26. But we're going to see if we can actually get a win here on stream. Fumble! Fumble! Oh, it's Theo Jackson! Let's go! Let's go! On the kickoff! Plot armor for the stream! All skill right there. No luck. I was mashing RB to strip the ball. Oh my gosh. All skill right there. I know he's furious right now. I would be too. That's crazy. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, we don't even have to have our offense out there to score. Let's do it again. Gonna be spamming this to strip. What a start for the Vikings. Oh my goodness. All right. Defense has got to get out there now. That's crazy. Oh yeah, we hit Rondale Moore's injury a little bit earlier at the top of the stream. That is a bummer, dude. He didn't even get to. He barely got to see the field, you know. Oh, we got Jalen Redmond out there. I'm curious to see how funky they... Oh, I played that terribly. I'm curious to see how funky they get with Flores' playbook here. We got some interesting looking fronts. We'll go into a 3-4 here. That's probably what we'll live in most of the time, just because that best utilizes our edges. Although I would much rather it be Van Ginkel dropping into coverage. Or is he? Maybe he is. I can't read. Get him! Jonathan Grenard, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Third and very long now. That was a huge sack. Look at that. And they say he's an 85. Oh, they're pausing. They're pausing already. But whenever I play Madden, the console should simulate the weather. That would be pretty sick. I think for offline games they do. I don't know about online, but... Oh, I remember when he fumbled as a touchback. The fumble touchback. Man, that... Fun fact, that game was actually the first ever Dr. Pigskin game stream. And I was so salty when Jefferson fumbled. I was like, good job, Eagles. You really earned the ball there. I also got raided by Tom Grossi, which might be how some of you people discovered this channel, which is pretty incredible. All right, we better not screw this up. It's third down and long. He's adjusting. We're just going to live in vanilla base defense here. Very un-Flores-like. Oh, I could have had the user. We'll take that, though. Oh, I could have had the user. Is he going to punt? Is he going to be honorable and punt? We're going to drop back and be safe, just in case. But oh, Lord. Jalen Naylor, fair catch. There you go. He caught it. He caught it. He caught it. Oh, really, Caden? That's how you found this channel, was the Tom Grossi raid. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Oh, we got Aaron Jones in there. See, if I would have made depth chart adjustments, I would have been putting in our true RB1, Jordan Mason, who, gotta say, it was preseason. It was one drive, but I kind of like the way he ran. Kind of like the way he looked behind that offensive line. Peace out, Jack. Appreciate you tuning in. Happy belated. All right, let's see if we can get Jefferson on this slant. I honestly might bring it down to a drag here. I'll have Hawkinson try and take out the other guy. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, that better not be how JJ's actually throwing the rock. He was honestly, for his preseason debut, I thought he was fine. I mean, he looked maybe a little jacked up, which is understandable. It was his first live game in over a year, playing against a home crowd. Everyone is fired up to see him. I get why KOC only let him play one drive because of, you know, him getting hurt in the preseason last year. I wouldn't have hated if he just got one more drive, though, after he got the jitters out a little bit. We're going to have Jones here. Oh! Timing was just not great there. I should have... Are we going to punt? It's 4th and 9. It's a little bit too long. I thought about going for it, honestly. We had Jones there. We had Jones hot. He just didn't get out of his break fast enough. Or maybe we could have just, like, held the ball just a second or two longer there. But we could have had a first down there. Dang it. It was that extra little step that just kind of threw the timing off of everything. That was not a great punt. Dang it. If anyone but Booker scores a touchdown, I lose. Good call right there. All right, let's switch it up. Let's do a little Flores special here. Let's go double mug. We're gonna have Ivan Pace blitz. This is actually a little scary. This is funky, all right. Oh, look at me fit the run beautifully. Oh yeah, look at the corner, Byron Murphy getting downhill against the run game. Let's go. Parachamp discovered this from the Evolution of the Super Bowl Blueprint video. That's a classic right there. That's awesome. Man, can you believe that video is almost 2 years old now? That's hard to believe. That video legitimately, like, changed my life. I'm not even kidding. And I'll save you guys from, like, a whole sappy speech. I'll save it for the start of the season. But it is crazy how much that video changed the trajectory of this channel and a few subsequent videos, but especially that one. That video was like the first moment where it was like, holy crap, like maybe I actually can do this, you know? Man, good times. Oh, back at Arbor Ridge. If you know, you know. Is he really milking clock already? Play action, yep. We're on that. We're on that. Oh, it's like real Jalen Hurts just running around. That was a little mean. He's a good player. I'm a little hard on him sometimes. All right, we'll get out of 3-4 here. Was it 2nd and 10? We'll play it a little more safe here. They might run it. They haven't really handed it to Saquon that much. I guess that one time, but... yeah. Okay, good tackle. We'll live with that. Force him to 3rd down. Laywell found me from the 1 quarter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, Laywell. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is ridiculous how many views that video has. Like, I'm not even trying to brag or anything. Like, it just boggles my mind. It is honestly crazy. You know, when I first started with the football analysis website, right, with Garrett, Football Analysis on YouTube, he told me when I talked with him, he was like, yeah, I remember seeing that video a year ago when it came out. I was like, dude, that is honestly crazy. Like, holy crap. It was like, I didn't say this because, you know, I had to be cool. It was like, dude, like, I watch you. You watch me? Like, what? That was insane. 4th down. Let's go. Big 3rd down stop right there. Our defense has been all right so far. I think he might go for it. Should we blitz? Oh, he's pausing. He's pausing. You think I'm a football criminal if I blitz even once? That's how Sebastian found me too. Really? Let's go. I guess statistically speaking, that probably makes sense, right? Most people found me from that video. That makes sense. Caden, I'm surprised that's not the video you found me from. You know, we are going to blitz. I'm going to be a bit of a football criminal here. I'm going to blitz. We'll have Cashman cover, though. We'll have one extra guy in coverage. Yep, I'm glad I did. Come on. Honestly, no, low-key. I mean, we'll take it for the stats, but we should have just batted that down. But we'll take that. Look at that. Beautiful blitz right there. Let's see if we could get something going on offense now, though. Tough first drive for us. Our defense is locked in right now, though. Oh, this must be what Brian Flores feels like. Just got lightning coursing through my veins. All these toys to play with. All right. Could we get Addison on the corner? Maybe. If not, we'll go to Jefferson. We got him. Nice. Let's go. There we go. That's a good start. We'll try and get the running game going. Oh, yeah. Dude, real OG right there. That video is well over 2 years old now. That is probably the most fun I've ever had making a video, honestly. Well, I don't know. They're all fun to make in their own ways. But my goodness, that video was a joy. That's awesome. I love hearing like how y'all found this channel, honestly. It is pretty incredible. The community that we've been able to build here. Let's run it again. All right. They were more ready for it that time. The NBA 2K music video. The epic mixtape. To be continued, am I right? All right, let's see. Oh, we can get extra hot routes. Okay, we're going to abuse the zig with Jefferson. And then we're going to send Jones on a corner. And... JJ, come on, man. All right. Should we just do mesh? Mesh is a Madden classic. I love running mesh, right? Check Jones and see if he gets a nice clean release. If not, we'll have either Addison or Oliver breaking open. Oh, yep. Oh, he got hit as he threw. We had Addison there. We'll try a field goal with Will the Thrill. Brent wants a flea flicker. I think I said that wrong. I tell you, we'll pull out a flea flicker here at some point for you, Brent. How about that? Let's see if we can... Oh, come on. Get in. Will the Thrill. Will the Thrill. Will the Thrill. Bang. Let's go. Oh, my gosh. The boots. The snow boots. I was hooping in the snow boots. That's awesome. Oh, man. Oh, man. Shout out Colin. What a beast. 10 verts. All right, we'll see if we can get some 10 verts going, too. We're taking requests here for our plays. I like that. Get some chat involvement. Thank you, Parachamp. No, I mean, hey, that's all you guys, right? Like, I just sit here and talk into a microphone, but, like, having you guys around who are, like, willing to play along with me and, like, you know, embrace the silliness and the wackiness a little bit. I really do appreciate that. It makes it 10 times more fun, you know? So, we've got a really good group here. I know I say that a lot, but truly, like, you guys have no idea how much I look forward to doing this every week. I was actually thinking about this morning. Like, I like set a goal, like, when I like left my last job, like, okay, like I'm gonna stream once a week, even though it's the off season, just to like get better and like interact with the community a little bit more and just have some fun with it. And by golly, save for like 1 or 2 weeks, I have, and it's been crazy, but it's been so much fun. Football's almost back. Get him, Hargrave. Oh, he stayed in bounds. Oh, he stayed in bounds. Oh no. No, you're... Oh, I was kidding. I was kidding. I don't know what you're talking about, kid. All right, I'll make it even. My dad's name is Chris. All right, let's get a stop here, boys. Come on, Ginky. Good tackle. Short, short, short. Let's go. Oh, my gosh. What were the other 1 or 2 weeks? I mean, 1 week I just took off for the 4th of July. I was just super busy that week. I think straight up, like, that was actually the only week I missed. Let's go. It's called timeout. The McDonald's streams. Oh, those will be coming back. We'll do a McDonald's stream at some point. I can promise you that. All right, we're going to load up here. They're going to try and... Do they have the tush push in the game? I had to make it even. See, they might just try and throw a bomb on us, but we're going to try and get after Hurts before they can do that. Oh, come on. Come on. Hold up in coverage. Oh, it's Isaiah Rodgers against his old team with the second unnecessary pick of the game. Isaiah Rodgers, we left him on an island against A.J. Brown, and he got it. Let's go defense. Oh, what a play by the free agent signing. Isaiah Rodgers. Low-key could be nice this year, too. Let's pull out a screen. Ah, yeah. Oh! 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 All right, timeout, timeout, timeout. Quick gain right there. Stayed in bounds. So the clock keeps on running. We get the ball to start the second half, too. Low-key, if we score here, there's a chance we make him quit. Jefferson on that corner looks tempting, especially if there's no safety help. Yep. Oh, it's nice to see that outbreaking routes are still broken in Madden. Those were so broken in 25. It's nice to see you can still rip a corner in 26. Just like corners to Lad McConkey. Arby's has the meats. Oh. I could do an Arby's stream or Long John Silver's. I could switch it up. I totally could go to a different fast food place. What about Burger King? That's always been one of my guilty pleasures. Burger King, KFC, I always call my guilty pleasure places. Dr. Vlogskin. Arby's does have the meats. It's honestly been a long time since I've had Arby's, but I rock with Arby's. There was a phase I had when I was like 7 years old where Arby's was my favorite restaurant, straight up. I loved a ham and Swiss melt with mozzarella sticks more than any human ever has before. All right, so we got to be careful. See, that's such a short completion. We do have a timeout, but I kind of want to save it. We're going to go hurry up here. We got to get a big hitter, though. We're going to get Jefferson on an out. No, we're not. We'll just take that. We'll get out of bounds at least. Wingster. You know what's hilarious? I was actually thinking about Wingster this morning. I have just an insane take. American Deli low-key inspired a regional cuisine, right? Places like Wingster only exist. Places like Wingster only exist because of the massive success of American Deli. For those non-Georgians that are watching right now, genuine question for you guys. I genuinely want to know your answer. Have you ever, in your life, ever seen a restaurant or like had a meal that features wings, a Philly cheesesteak, and fried rice? Like, have you ever seen that sort of combination before? You can throw fries in there too, right? But like that type of menu, that type of meal. Have you ever... There's no way. There's no way. Scripted. I say that as if I didn't get a fumble. As if I didn't get a scoop and score, but... Scripted. But... Anyways, okay. Oh, no. But genuinely, though, I'm wondering, have any of you guys ever, like, heard of that combo or thought of that combo before? Wings, Philly cheesesteak, fried rice. Because I tell you what, that is something that I discovered is actually quite popular in Georgia, especially around, like, Atlanta. Places like American Deli or Wingster, or I think Jason's Deli has it too, right? Like... And just like that combination just fascinates me so much. Like, it's so bad for you, but it's so good. And yeah, see, Brent is shocked, right? Like, game solved, doesn't know. I promise you, that is a thing in especially like in Atlanta, but in Georgia too. Like the place Michael's talking about, Wingster, that was in Athens. Caden, didn't I take you to Wingster when you came to Athens? I love me some American Deli too, and we're just gonna throw it up. He caught it at least, had some stats, but serious about the Popeyes Rex. I like the sandwich a lot. I've had the sandwich a couple times. I think if you want the true experience, though, you got to get, like, I mean, depending on how hungry you are, if you want to save some for later, honest to goodness, you got to get the 4-piece meal. Not necessarily saying you have to have all 4 pieces of chicken at once, because that's half a fried chicken we're talking about. Believe me, I've eaten plenty of whole 4-piece meals in my day, but I don't know if you're a spicy guy or a mild guy. Spicy is like, it's nothing terrible. You know, I just like the flavor of it. But I think you got to get the bone-in, like original chicken. The fries are pretty good. Red beans and rice, you can never go wrong with. That's like more authentic Cajun food, right? Always comes with a biscuit, but I say 4-piece meal. And then depending on your mood or preference, get either fries or red beans and rice on the side, and then a biscuit. That's what I would say. I've never had a California burrito before. I love fried rice, man. Fried rice is awesome. Veggie fried rice or meat fried rice. It's good stuff. You couldn't quite spin around them. But American Deli does slap. Oh, that's another one of those places. Is American Deli like the best restaurant in the world? Absolutely not. Could I get better wings somewhere? Could I get a better Philly somewhere? Absolutely. But it's just such a unique experience. Also, if this guy's blitzing, we're going to do this. Got him. Oh! Oh, I thought I got him. We're going to go for it. I don't care. We're going to go for it. Maybe the choke starts now. Maybe it doesn't. W&B is a place I've always wanted to try. I've actually never been to W&B before. And Christine and I have an inside joke about W&B and how we've just always said, oh, we should try it, and then we never do. Yeah, test Jefferson. Test him. Oh, accidental hurry up. Good to see that's still in the game. I don't care. Test him. Test him. Oh, we're going to fake spike it. What on earth is going on? Okay, here we go. Here comes the fake spike. Throw it. I'm pressing Y. Come on. Come on, man. We hit a sick deep shot to Jefferson on 4th down, and then we have to run the fake spike. What? No, 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 no. I'm not doing this. I didn't ask for this. Okay, just scramble. Just go, JJ. Just go. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, baby. Yeah, I'd say this game is pretty realistic. I feel like this is what's going to happen, right, when these two teams play. Was it week 6, week 7? This will happen. Brent needs my California burrito and carne asada fries recipe. Popular SoCal foods. I kid you not. I was actually reading about carne asada fries the other day on some food subreddit. Never tried them before. I'd love to make them sometime. And I'm not fully familiar with what a California burrito is. You might have to enlighten me on that. But as basic as it is, when I think of SoCal food, I think of In-N-Out. I think of In-N-Out. And I know everyone's got their own In-N-Out takes. I know it's not that like the fries are mid or whatever. I love In-N-Out so much. It is one of the most wholesome, honorable fast food chains out there. I'd love to go back. It's been so long. I was on the In-N-Out subreddit last week, actually. I kid you not. All right, let's get a little weird with it. Let's get a little weird with it. Now let's go back to a double mug. Should we blitz again? Yeah, I'm feeling the blitz. Oh, I'm going to have to get put on Cali burritos. Michael got a Juicy Lucy. Let's go. Come on, Byron. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Where'd you get your Juicy Lucy from? I'm actually curious. I think Matt's Bar is supposed to be like the OG spot, right? And there's also a big debate over how Juicy Lucy is spelt. But I would like to try one at some point. I like call myself Captain Minnesota, and yet, one, I have never lived in Minnesota, or two, had a Juicy Lucy. Oh, man. I have a confession to make. I have been on Reddit a little bit more these days. I don't know, like, some of the more niche subreddits I actually really enjoy, right? Like, if I go on, like, Ask Reddit or whatever, like, honestly, I usually just get sad, right? Usually it's, let's just, to keep it PG, it's thirsty, like, teenagers. Like, a lot of those, and it's like, dude, it's just weird, you know? But, like, some of the more niche subreddits, like some of the cooking subreddits, the 2K, like video game subreddits, TV show or movie subreddits I really like. Some of the more niche football ones, I've been on, like, Football Strategy. I don't know. It's a little dangerous, right? You could just spend a lot of time scrolling and reading on there, but I have some fun on there. Oh! Could have had it. Could have had it. Didn't go to Matt's 5'8 Club. Is that the other one, right? I know there's like a big debate between Matt's and one other one as to where's the real Juicy Lucy, right? But Cali Burritos slap. California burrito, large flour tortilla with carne asada, french fries, guac, cheese, sour cream, and pico. That does sound pretty good. All right. I'll have to lock in and try one. Fast food chain subreddits. Yeah, I've been... Back when I worked at McDonald's, I frequented McLounge, which was the subreddit for McDonald's employees. I kid you not. That is an actual thing. And I was on there a lot back when I was like 17. I was like a full-on Redditor back in like the high school days. The bowling ball. Now you're playing the game the wrong way. Come on, get him. No. Play the scramble, Ward. You knew that was coming. Teenagers is the best subreddit. Oh, r/teenagers? I'm sure there's some wild stuff in there. Oh, man. But I've been on the Serious Eats subreddit a lot. Shout out Kenji. If you know, you know. All right. Raise your fours. He's got to close this out, right? Trying to get a win here for our precious Minnesota Vikings. Let's see if we can close it out here. Come on. Wrap up. Nice. Good tackle, Byron. That's one of my favorite parts of Byron Murphy Jr.'s game. Not afraid to get dirty in the run game. Not afraid to make a tackle downhill. You like that in your slot corner a lot. You know, you can get off blocks a little bit. Oh, they tried to run it on us. McLounge. Oh, yeah. I like McLounge. It was a good time. Hey, out of all the spaces that I could have fallen into, out of all the online spaces I could have fallen into as a young, impressionable male, McLounge, I did pretty well for myself with McLounge, you know? It could have been a lot worse. Let's go. Come on. Harry house call? No. Dang it. Dang it. We'll take that, though. Could have had a Harry house call. Let's just see if we can close it out. KOC's fired up for the boys. Let's go. We did it, Reddit. All right. Let's just close this out for the fellas. Jones has been ugly so far, but whatever. We're going to put in Jordan Mason. Here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to put in Jordan. Oh, it's not. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Nice. We're going to pound the rock with Jordan Mason. Dead by Daylight subreddit. There's some weird ones out there, I'll tell you that. I'm not talking Dead by Daylight. I could have fallen into the Dr. Pigskin community. The Dr. Pigskin pipeline is a wholesome pipeline, I like to think. You know what? I hope that a lot of young men fall into the Dr. Pigskin pipeline. Because we preach first downs with Jordan Mason. Let's go. And running the ball and setting the edge. as a defensive end. And Robert Hunt's being underrated in Madden. And Ben Bredesen being underrated. That's the type of message I'm trying to spread. Oh, good block, CJ. Good block, CJ. We'll live with 1 yard there. We're milking that clock. We're gonna stay in I formation with Jordan Mason. Oh yeah, look at that. He's figured it out. Look at him shoot the gap, but we sneak by him. All right. All right. Well, let's get into pistol formation. We haven't run a play out of pistol yet. I like pistol. Oh my gosh, flea flicker. All right. Regardless of what happens, unless I turn the ball over here, regardless of what happens, we'll rip a flea flicker on the next play. Hawkinson couldn't quite get the first. All right. We're going to have to find the flea flicker. Is it a special play maybe? I mean, that's just special teams, right? Pass. Is it a play action pass? Do they have a flea flicker in the playbook? This guy probably thinks I'm like trying to sweat and find like the perfect play right now. I actually don't know where flea flicker is in the playbook. We might have to call a timeout here. This guy's gonna be so mad at me. You don't get it. I'm a streamer. I'm doing it for content. All right, yeah, we can't find it. We got to call timeout here. Fullbacks and average depth of target. True. All right, let's see. I mean, oh, we don't want the flood concept. Do they not have flea flicker in here? That's so sad. All right, well, we're gonna call this and then audible out of it or something. Oh, I don't like any of these plays. Okay. 1 yard to win the game, pretty much. No, we're gonna hit Jefferson for the win. No, they covered it. Look at that. Good play, JJ. Way to go through your reads, work your way down to the number 3. That's just great quarterbacking right there. Drop the ball and run out of the stadium. The AB special. Should I do an AB ending? See, we didn't have Jordan Mason in there. That's why we weren't able to close it out. But let's just, I mean, we can, I don't know, we can try and maybe sneak in some more points or something. We managed the clock well. We kept the ball on the ground. And we're going to come out of there with a W. McCarthy got 2 touchdowns, I suppose. Yeah, he had a few nice plays. All right. Let's run it. We're going to run it, and then we're going to call timeout. Oh, yeah. Timeout, 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 timeout. All right, we'll do quarterback draw and then a hurdle with JJ. We'll do. Well, how about QB power? We're not even gonna be sneaky about it. We're just running it with JJ. Oh! One more play. One more play. Come on. Let's go. Let's score. Come on. All right, let's get Jefferson a touchdown.
4 seconds left in the game.
Oh, he knows the inbreaker's coming. Yeah. Oh, we got 1 second. We got 1 second. All right, let's get in a shotgun here. One more play. Goodness. Can we get Jefferson over to the other side, please? Once I learned how to do this last year, I was like, oh my gosh, this is something I can abuse. Whatever, we'll just do like a vanilla. Whoa, no, 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 no. Fine, just do that. I don't care. Oh, yeah. Get in! Get in! Oh, yeah, that would have been nice, right? 38-7. I still have PTSD from that day, honestly. That was one of the saddest days in my time as a Vikings fan. That was heartbreaking. But we'll take that, though. Skull! 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 Let's go, baby. Let's go. First dub of the new Madden. Football's off to a good start for the Vikings, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say? I think I did play against Howie Roseman. I think I beat Howie Roseman. I think that's how it goes. Let's go. All right. Went into Philly. Took it over. 24-7. Because we win all day. That is stupid. Still unranked. That's okay. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, that was fun. Look at that. 1-0. 1-0. You're right, Laywell. That was fun. But we tried out the new Madden. Had some fun there. Get a quick glance at my EK54 Xbox wallpaper that I need to update. But that was a great stream, man. I'm feeling great right now. That was a lot of fun. Got to talk some ball. Got to talk a little bit of preseason. Got to play a game of Madden. Just hang out a little bit. I appreciate you guys, seriously. Again, I already said that today, but you guys always make this so much fun. This was a blast. I'll be back next week. Don't have a concrete idea yet, but here's what I'll say. Next week, I will announce the stream after that. Because there's a few streams left before the season starts, right? The final off-season Wednesday stream will be the season prediction. The week before that, that is one that I'm like equally as excited for. That one is going to be awesome. I think it's one of the coolest ideas Caden and I have ever come up with. I think that is going to be a lot of fun. And you guys are going to be a big part of it. This is probably going to be the most interactive stream yet. You guys are going to be the stars of the show. That it's going to be awesome. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say for now. I'm going to build up a little bit of suspense. You guys are going to be like, oh, what is it? What is it? Next week, we'll announce what it is. And I hope you guys enjoy it, what we've come up with. But that's what I'll say. Thank you, PearChamp. I will probably put something in Discord. And I don't know, we'll do like a wheel or something. I know Caden's the master of the wheel. We've done that. Or the race. The football race. Caden, we got to do that. We got to do the football race for the draft order. That's tradition. So we'll do that. This will be very transparent. This is not an NBA draft lottery type of situation where it's like behind closed doors, you know. But so yeah, we'll do that. That would be sick. We should live stream in the Discord for the draft. I think that'd be fun, or like hop in voice chat or something. But yeah, we'll come up with the date soon. But get that finalized. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll also set up the Pick'em League soon. Going to be doing that again too, right? Anyone can play and enter in that. And we'll have bingo coming soon too. So a lot of stuff coming up for this season. But it is almost 10 o'clock. That's my cue. It's time to sign off. But I hope you guys all have a good night. You guys take care as well. I appreciate that. Y'all have a good night. I will see you again next week. We'll have a little bit more preseason to talk about. We'll see how week 2 of the preseason goes. But I'll catch you guys later. The doctor is out.